Today I'm going to show you another product from Zeta6. Now, Zeta6, as you know, if you've seen any of the other videos, makes these kind of speed loader products for, obviously, revolvers. And they have a few different kinds, and they're meant to replace kind of the traditional big fat, kind of cylinder speed loaders into something just a little more compact that lets you choose the balance between ease of reloading and hideability. So you can go anywhere from the big fat ones that you can't really hide to these really thin strips that are very easy to hide a reload on your person. So recently they came out with, or fairly recently, I'd say within the last few months, I think, they came out with something a little bit different, and it's actually meant to replace or give you another option for snap caps. So as we know, snap caps look like this, and that's a 38, this is a 357, this is a 357 gun, so I'll just kind of use the two interchangeably because they both fit. But these snap caps are obviously the shape, right? And they have this little spring-loaded plunger in the back that absorbs the impact of the firing pin, so that you can do dry fire with minimal damage to your internals. Now, modern guns, I realize, are meant to be dry fired, but there's still good uses for things like this, and a big one of them is reloading. And I actually use them in conjunction with the other Zeta6 products to practice reloads, because you can load these up, practice your reloads. Obviously, you're not taking the chance with of an ND like you are with using real ammo. But if you are only doing dry fire, you're not doing reloading, then here's another option, and it's this little guy. So this is just a insert, and if you've ever bought a new revolver, this looks a lot like the insert that comes in the gun when you buy it, except that one is usually orange, and it's just a disc to kind of show that the gun is safe. So if you install it, it's as easy as can be. It looks like that, and it just fits in there. And one of the nice things is you can see very clearly that the gun is in some kind of safe mode, right? You can see from the yellow kind of, I guess from here it's more of a line, but maybe like a semicircle. You can see that there's definitely something keeping the gun from firing. So just from a safety point of view, if you're doing dry fire, more safety is always good. So this is a visual check, whereas something like these little cartridges here, you can see them, but definitely, especially like the red one, it's just a darker color. It may not be as prevalent, so let's do this. Let's put a couple of these red ones in there, and we'll kind of see. Definitely less noticeable, right? Now you can do the blue ones, which are a little more noticeable. Right, a little more noticeable. But I just don't think that they compare to the obviousness of this. I mean, that is by far superior when it comes to just a visual check compared to these options. So there's a safety factor. And two, it's just a very simple device. I mean, you just put it in and you just go to town, right? So you can, it works, obviously, why wouldn't it, in both single action and double action. No problem at all. So there's not much to it, really. It's just a one-piece snap cap. Now let's talk about maybe a potential downside. Number one, obviously you can't reload with it. So it's only for practicing that part of the dry fire process, like let's say presentation, things like that. You're not going to do any reloading with it. The other thing is it obviously weighs a lot less, so it's not going to give you as much of a weighted representation. So here's what I mean. So here's just a basic little kitchen scale. Does this even register? 2 grams. Okay. So let's see if I can. Okay. 2 grams. All right. Now, if I use the 38 special, you're looking at 30 grams. And the 357, and this is a 5-shot revolver, so I'm only using 5. So that's 34 grams. So if you had a, 6-shot revolver, obviously you'd be looking at more. But this is a 5-shot. This is a 5-shot. So 5 rounds, 34 grams. So just to give you a comparison, this does not weigh anything near even a snap cap, right? Now, if you're looking at, what was it, 30 in the 30s, right? So here's 5 actual rounds, and you're looking at 92 grams, right? So about half. Now keep in mind it has this, so we'll take off 2 grams. We'll say 90 grams. So you're looking at about, a little less than half actually of the weight, even with these snap caps. So if you're looking for that very realistic weight of a loaded gun, you're not going to get it, but you're also not going to really get it as much with this. You'll get closer with these, so if that's what you're looking for, then this is where you want to stick to. But if you just want to do dry fire, presentation to target, things like that, you're not doing reloading, then this is very space saving, right? These things roll everywhere sometimes, especially if you don't really have like a dedicated closable box. You just kind of keep them around or in plastic bags. So you can get a bunch of these, stick them in one little bag, and you got all your calibers in about the same size container as I would take for just a few rounds of these metal ones. So that's all I really have to say about that. Zeta6, new kind of snap cap, and I think they call it the safety snap. So SafeSnap is what it's called if you're looking for it. They did send me this one to look over, actually before they started selling them. They're already selling them on the website now, but I had gotten a bunch of stuff from them, and this was in there, kind of pre-production. So yours, may, I don't know, be slightly different at this point. This is before they went live, so this may be the final product, or they may be just a little bit of changes between then and now. But there you go, the Zeta6 SafeSnap.